in the digital PR space, it feels as if there's a campaign type that comes along, trends, use the hell out of. I would really want to ask a question for Will. What campaign type do you think is in now?
I live and breathe my business.
Morning.
We're going to London. We're going to the Nest at the Tree House, which is a rooftop bar, to welcome my new PR manager to London. Loving life, James.
I'm loving life. I'm in London, having a good time, out for drinks.
Is this going to be our life when we're in Chicago?
It's our life now, so I mean, imagine Chicago. What's the new office then?
Which one? Sheffield?
Yeah.
We're going to have a bar up in the sky, 7th floor, and it would just be nice if we could like sit outside, but I was thinking, can we just knock some windows out and create one? But yeah, I don't think that's possible.
Well then, introduce James.
This is JR, which is like James number 2. Yeah, James is our new PR manager in London, and you've been with us
just over a month.
No way.
6 weeks.
Yeah, this will be your 6 week, isn't it?
What's it been like starting Rise at 7?
Absolutely fucking mental, but in the best way. Like it's been such a ride, and the pace is just incredible. Like nothing I've ever experienced. But I feel like I've finally sort of got into the swing of it now.
but to be fair, we have thrown him on Pretty Little Thing, Soul Supplier, what else you got?
Just My Luck.
Just My Luck.
Yeah.
And then he has 4 people under him as a manager as well. So like he's on some of our biggest accounts, some of the sexy accounts.
Really
but like it's a lot for someone to learn like in like a month.
I eased him in, don't worry.
Thank you.
That sounds really bad.
No,
I was like,
you
I gave you a phased
phased
intro.
entry.
So I don't
it
want
was
to overwhelm
good. It was good. And I feel like also because obviously I come from a traditional like sales marketing PR background.
Yeah.
I was sort of a bit worried about like getting the digital side like under my wing, but you guys have done so well at like making sure I knew what I was doing, understood the processes, and like the stuff I needed to know first of all.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
You've worked in traditional, now you're in digital.
Yeah.
Like which do you think is the future? Why do you think?
Oh, digital all the way. Because the thing is with traditional, you can't see the ROI all the time. Like it's great to see like publications picking up your content, but you can't see the actual value of that for the brand. And so that's what I love about what we do at Rise, is that you can see exactly what we're doing and the impact that it's having on the businesses that we work for, which is great.
Yeah.
Like the crowd boss.
Yeah, that's the same with
Good answer.
Yeah. I find that so like addictive.
So addictive.
Yeah. So like
Yeah, you can see your results.
Yeah, instant as well. Like we can literally see like, if a certain product is trending, we can literally see people searching, going to the website and buying, and I'm like, I love it when like, you know, like the sort of products that we do for PLT, you literally just sold out.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Or when it's like trending on the site where it's like, this is popular right now.
and we're like, yeah, that's nice.
Will, what you got going on this week?
I spilled my drink, James. A trip to the dry cleaners, maybe? I've got like a picture day, no word of a lie, with some cool brands. I've also got to prepare for the next pictures. Now what I do is I do this thing where I just prepare the beginning of the week for those pictures and then do the same the next week and then just keep rolling.
A big part of Will's role is obviously running the team, but just bringing a lot of new business in.
It's constant.
The amount of pictures that we go through is crazy.
It's literally 5 a week probably.
At the moment, it does seem like mad.
And I think we sometimes underestimate the amount of effort that
How many
goes
were
into
winning?
it. Most of them. I would say 99.9%.
Someone's marketing Rise really well. They deserve a pay rise.
Like we don't have to do much persuasion, and that's what obviously most agencies do. Is number one, persuading and like educate what we do and what we're about. But people already know what we do and what we're about. So all we've got to do is show them what we're going to do for them. Welcome to my channel.
I was like, oh my god. We've got Jojo Siwa.
I'm kidding. We're here to talk about campaign types. The reason that we were just talking about this right now is in the digital PR space, it feels as if there's a campaign type that comes along, trends, use the hell out of, so everybody uses it constantly to get links, and then they move on to the next thing and the next thing. There's so many things that we think certain campaign types are a massive risk, and some of them work really well no matter how many times you've used them. So I really want to ask a question for Will. What campaign type do you think is in now?
Reactive starting to take over.
Yeah.
Like no one used to do it.
We get asked, so obviously we have like a reactive newsjacking strategy, and I actually think it's the best in the fucking world, obviously. But we get asked all the time, like, how the hell do we do it? Like, how do we track news? How do we get comments? How do we then get links to the website and all that sort of stuff? So we're seeing more and more kind of brands, what agencies take on this trend. So newsjacking and reactive is actually a really big part of what we do.
Yeah, it's massive.
Massive. Let's scale the content types on a scale of like 0 to 10. 10 being super successful, 0 being like,
oh, okay.
You won't put your energy into it. What would you do for newsjacking?
10.
10.
Concept campaigns, redesign, what do you think?
I really like them. I think they work when they are on a trend that's going on right now. But if you're literally reimagining anything for out your arse, so reimagining someone's living room and all that sort of stuff, massive risk. So I just think sometimes they can pass off and be successful. You'll get the same links every single time. And I think they're a big risk in terms of if it flops, it costs a lot of money to design.
Mark it out of 10.
6.
6 out of 10. Will?
I'm gonna give it a 4.
Ooh.
And I'll tell you for why. So I don't like them. I think they're good, but they're, like Carrie said, they're a massive risk. So I like taking risks, but I think it goes wrong very quickly. And I just think unless you know that you're gonna fucking nail it, don't do it.
Dream jobs, Carrie Rose.
I love a dream job. The reason being is like it'll get links like any time, and right now obviously people are looking for like getting paid to do X. Do you know what I mean? And you can now and that sort of stuff. Yeah, super successful. Works across social, works across PR. You'll get a shit ton of links. I have not done a dream job where I haven't got 80 plus links.
Marks out of 10.
7 or 8, and the reason being is it can get very repetitive.
I think a 9. I really like dream jobs.
I like dream jobs.
I think they're great, and I think they're, even before digital PR, they were a traditional PR technique from way back. I always remember Canine Critic by Canine Cottagers. Love it. Great. I think they're great. Just use them in the right way.
Next one is indexes.
I love indexes, absolute favourite, 10 out of fucking 10. But indexes, really successful. You can go to every single city, country, region, whatever. It normally gets 100 plus, if not more links. Every index I've got has got minimum 150.
Yeah. Will, links.
Love an index, 10.5. I'm gonna give it. Basically, do it on cities, not countries. Because everyone, well, you can have countries in as well, but everyone goes like, I don't know, England.
Or regions.
Yeah, or regions. I hate regions. Use a city so that you can go to like Budapest in Hungary. There's loads of publications about Budapest.
Basically, don't do an index of the best cities or regions for X in the UK. Go fucking worldwide.
Yes.
No one gives a shit whether Bath is better than Bristol. Like, no one cares. I want to know Spain versus US. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's the sort of comparisons people
And go
are
on,
listening.
and you can be really strategic with the cities that you use, is all I'm going to say.
All right, you can now buy or you can now stay in.
Love.
Shock.
Yeah, you can now buy, so these are like PRable products. So product PR, but that are actually PRable in themselves. So it might be a Haribo engagement.
Yeah, you can now buy a Haribo engagement ring. You can now buy Prosecco with an unlimited tap on it.
Yeah, things like that. So essentially we created a Haribo ring, which was an actual engagement ring with diamonds on, and you could now buy it. And essentially that drove a shit ton of leads to the website, but actual sales. So that's what, like, that's the biggest strategy for us in terms of driving like sales to a product. Take Pretty Little Thing, we did the masked hoodie, and it literally had like size 6, 8, 10, all sold out.
The headlines write themselves, I think, with that one.
Yeah.
Rank out of 10.
10.
10.
Surveys. Ooh.
Like, I fucking hate surveys. Number one, because it costs thousands to create. So anybody that says, this is what annoys me, I've seen some agencies do this. Some agencies say, yeah, we'll do a survey and a campaign will cost you like, I don't know, $2,000 or something like that. Surveys cost $2,000 themselves. I know that for a fact. Or if you're doing some shitty surveys, like, it's usually the quality's crap.
Rank it out of 10.
literally 1, 0.
I don't like surveys. I'm going to give them a 2, mainly because I think you can get them wrong so easily, and there's better data out there, so you don't need to rely on a survey.
Yeah, you can actually get
However,
it for free.
they can bring good campaigns. Like we did one which looked at how many people wore masks on which tube line. So it was good. There was a reason for it. Whereas I think people do surveys for the sake of it, like how much am I saving, or survey on just like boring stuff, just for the sake of it to get data. Whereas actually you can get data in other ways, and it's more reliable.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of survey.
If you could do one PR strategy, type of campaign,
What would it be? Like forever.
what would it be?
You can now buy or stay in.
Mine would be news jacking, obviously.
Of course it would.
Yeah, just be like, just do
The
it
news
to blow in
jacking
the
king.
face.
To be fair, I do love newsjacking. I love
Not
the
very
trend
good.
stuff, the newsjacking trends.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, pushing search trends, behaviour, what's going on, like TikTok trends, Pinterest trends, could be fucking anything. But like that sort of stuff, like instant consumer behaviour to press, they love it. If you've got any questions, just add them in the comments below and I'll reply.